Gotta get rid of that copyright. What's good, y'all? It's your boy MajinJavy, and I am back with yet another banger video after what, like a week or something. I honestly hate going on breaks. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm so sorry. It is so terrible going on breaks. I hate it. It's so bad for my channel, and it kills me, bro. But look, I did give you guys fair warning. You know, to be honest, I said in the community tab, you know, this isn't me justifying anything or nothing like that, but like I did say in the community tab, I've been going hard for these past 2 weeks, these coronavirus break, whatever you want to call it, weeks. I was pumping out content, but like I was like, after that, you know, kind of gonna have to fall short because school, bro, online school, it's not the move. But yeah, right now we are on Soul Saga, I don't know. This is like a new Bleach game or whatever. So some of y'all might be thinking something that I'm thinking with, well, maybe, I'm assuming some of you are, which is that this game seems similar to Bleach. In the gameplay sense, if you play the game, I should say. I shouldn't say like at a glance like this looks nothing like Bleach. Like, what are you talking about, dude? I know, Ari, don't attack me. I'm saying, like, for those of you that play the game, gameplay wise, it feels a lot like Bleach, just not the same, but they're pretty similar. You gotta admit, they're pretty similar. This was actually made by a dude I know named Craze. Probably doesn't remember me, can't blame him if he doesn't. I knew him a long time ago, maybe like 2 years ago or something like that, probably like freshman year of high school. It could have been sophomore, I don't know. Anyways, I met him through a guy named Crackle. They were in a clan or whatever called the Lullins, so he used to go by the name of Craze Lull. There's Crackle Lull, I think Dalton Lull, something like that. There was a couple of them. They were some cool dudes. We used to chill with them, me and my boy Blaze. He was like their SF coach or whatever. But yeah, Craze blew up big in like the One Piece community in general. I met him in through like My Hero Bizarre Adventure. But yeah, whatchamacallit, he was like a big name in the One Piece community, I guess. Or he became one, because literally now in every server I go into for One Piece, he's a like mod or admin or something in there. He was kind of like I don't know if any know Shunin, like Shunin Studios. Like he's you'll catch him in like any Demon Slayer Discord as an admin. He's like Shunin before Shunin, but for One Piece. So it's kind of crazy how big that dude got. So yeah, he definitely doesn't remember me. And I've changed my name since then and everything, but it is all good. I still love to see people that I know or used to know, you know, thriving. But let me stop deriving. Let me really focus. We're like 3 minutes in. What I'm gonna be doing is talking about this game, I guess, how I feel about this game, the gameplay, whatever. So I'm gonna be quite frankly honest. This game is, and if you can't tell by now, you're, no offense, but you're kind of slow. This game is clearly a cash grab. Now I'm going to show you something, right? I'm a holo. I'm a base holo, a basic holo. There are only like in total 3 keys that I can use to do anything other than my basic M1 attack, right? There's my E. All right, well, let me specify. I'm not talking about attacks. I'm just talking about as far as what I can do right now in the game at all. I can M1 to attack, right? I can shift to sprint, alt to lock, F to block. All right, as a holo, if I hit E, I will roar. This will stun people nearby me. That's one of the 3 things I can do. I can hit M to do this little wonky thing. The music stops and I go into this weird stance. I can't move. It does absolutely nothing. But like what is this, bro? Like, I don't know if the devs were joking with this or if this was some kind of glitch, but either fix this or get rid of it, please. But yeah, this is M. And then the third and final thing I could do, I can hit L. Now, you know what L does? This pulls up my menu. Matter of fact, they don't even refer to it as menu. What do they refer to it as? They refer to it as let me see, developer products. So it's their, these aren't even game passes. The only game passes they have are donations 1, 2, and 3, which go from 10 to 100 to 1,000 Robux. Kind of wild, but anyways, here's what you can do. Right there, you can't even mute the music, keep in mind, in the menu, because there is no menu. You can re-roll your name, your hair color, your sword color. You could start a new character, or if you're tired of what you have, you can re-roll your race, your Shikai and / resurrection, or reset your skill points. Cool, right? You might be wondering, is there like a currency in game or something that you could use? No, these all cost Robux, every single one of these, and it goes from least at the top to greatest at the bottom. You re-roll your name for 25 Robux, just to re-roll your name. This thing in the top right, minus Kotaro, that's 25. If you for whatever reason don't like the name you have, you can re-roll your hair color for 50 Robux. It costs 25 more Robux than it is to re-roll your name to change the color of your hair. Now that's not all. You can re-roll the color of your sword for 100 Robux. All right. That's double the amount to re-roll the color of your hair. Do these 3 things do anything? No, not at all. Not a single lick. This goes from 25 to 100 right there. To get a new character, it's 150. That's 50 more than to re-roll the color of your sword. To get a new race, it's 200. And you could very well get the same race back, but it is what it is. That's 200 Robux. Now it amps up. Re-rolling your resurrection or Shikai is 600 Robux. Alright, that's kind of a lot to roll. Keep in mind, these aren't like switching, like these are rolling, so you could very much spend 600 Robux and get the same exact thing you had. And you can reset your skill points for 175 Robux to reset your skill points, just for that. Everything in this game is Robux based. That's it. That's literally it. Most games will give you the option, but this is, it's kind of disgusting. I'm gonna be honest, from a player standpoint, from someone who sees things as they actually are, someone who's giving like an opinion, critiquing it, right? That's kind of disgusting to me. You can argue, oh, I only have 2K Robux, sorry, I only have 2K subs, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's cool. You can value my opinion less than the next person. I'm not IB main, I'm not Kid Stan, but an opinion is an opinion and a player is a player. So I'm entitled to say whatever I want here. Love it or hate it. Some of you might agree, some of you might disagree. This game is a hot cash grab. That's all it is, a front page cash grab. Now, not to say the devs aren't doing their job in anything, but I mean, look at this holo and look at how it's built. This is me running at max graphics. Look at this holo. All right, how much, look at how much time do you think it would make to make a model like this? Right? That's, I'm not trying to throw shade, I'm just saying, like, you can tell the amount of effort put into it when you see things like that, or like this. Watch, right? That's a perfect block. I just span and my character just spins in a circle. It's strange, but this is a perfect block. I don't know if they're doing these things as a meme or as a placeholder for the time being, because albeit this is a 3-week project, this was just a 3-week Bleach project. So not to knock, I don't know how big their dev team is. I don't want to sound like I'm hating on them, because you know, it could very well be that this was just a quick 3-week project. They didn't have enough people to get out a perfect game, right? You know, what would be held to the standards of a front page game, I guess. So they put together what they could put together and put it out to get to see what the people would think, to determine whether or not they should continue with it, because they did say it's a 3-week project. They'll make updates and whatnot and revamp based on the community response, right? So positive response will change some things, but as of right now, it's just, you know, maybe, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the fact that everything costs hundreds of Robux, you know, is just because they're trying to build up funding to get a full staff team that could get paid, or dev team, I don't know, that they can pay or something. I don't know, you know, who knows? Their predicament is their predicament. I'm just saying I'm telling you how it is from an outsider's perspective, from my point of view, right? But that's just that, right? So gameplay wise, what you guys see is all you get to do as a holo. This is your hollow gameplay from the moment you spawn in as a F- to probably, according to my friends, maybe around, I don't know, somewhere in D rank, between D- to D+. Assuming that you're picking up the soul of everything you're killing, you will evolve from a hollow to a Menos during that time. Now this is information that I had to basically put together by asking my friends who have already made progress, because what they're doing with this game is basically what Blotch did, where they want to keep things like, oh, you find out type stuff, right? I checked the Discord, right, when I first started playing. I was like, yo, I wonder how progression works, because, you know, I wonder how progression works. Nothing more to say there, right? So I checked their Discord. I'm looking. Oh, okay, nothing on progression. I can't ask in the chat because there's 1,000,001 people talking at once asking the same question. I don't want to become part of that. So I asked once, saw if anyone had anything to say. No response. I was like, okay, that's it. Well, I'm not gonna give this that much effort because, you know, it's just that kind of game. I don't know what to say. Like, they're essentially trying to do, this game just feels like Blotch 2.0, right? Just less effort put into it, I guess, but equally as cash grabby and the same concepts. Now, I don't know if these games like Blotch were trying to copy the thing that Rogue did, where they had the community put everything together. Like, I'm not a fan of Rogue, don't get me wrong. Like, Rogue Lineage is just not a game that, not to say it's a bad game, it's just not a game that I enjoy, but I'm not a Rogue fan. But I can admit that what they're doing, what Raguser has done, he's come a long way since NO1. Like, NO1, no offense, was hot garbage. Like, Rogue Lineage is a standalone game that could exist outside of Roblox and do numbers like crazy. Like, it's too good for this platform, in my opinion, right? Because the exploiters here corrupt it and whatnot. But it's really crazy what Raguser managed to do with that. But if games are trying to capture that rogue-like experience of having the community put everything together, like, don't. It only works for Rogue. That's why Rogue is so popular, right? That's why Blotch fell off. This, that, and the third. Just leave the Rogue stuff to Rogue Lineage, unless you're making a rogue-like game, which clearly, as you can see, this is not, right? Let me see, what else is there to talk about? But yeah, this, my experience so far, gameplay-wise, this has been pretty lame. I've just been running around killing the same 4 or 5 hollows aimlessly for a couple hours now, actually. Like, I've been having to take breaks in between grinding after getting like 2 ranks, because it just takes so long to progress in this game, at least as a hollow, because the best way to make progression, from what I've been told by friends, keep in mind, my information could be entirely wrong, but is that really my fault? Because they don't tell you anything in the Discord. But from friends, what I've learned is that you get better XP as a hollow from killing Soul Reapers, who are players, by the way, because there are no Soul Reaper NPCs, because, I don't know, the Soul Reaper experience is vastly different from that of the hollows. But that's a difficult task to complete when all the Soul Reapers have made progression just like that, because I don't know, it's Soul Reaper. That's always the easier route to go. I just rolled this. There's nothing I could do about it. I've had to come to the point where I just casually grind in my friend's private server, because publics are not the move. I will get killed every 2 seconds for doing absolutely nothing. You will get jumped, you will get ganked, you can just be vibing, man. So, you know, I'm really only trying to complete progression for you guys so you can see certain things, so you don't have to go through the pain of not knowing what you're doing. But anyways, how long has it been? Oh wow, it's been 14 minutes. I've been talking too much. I don't know if there's really much else for me to say. This game, I mean, it looks promising. It doesn't have, I'm not gonna say the devs are bad. Let me take a brief glance at their Discord real quick, right? Because, you know, I don't want to misinform anyone or anything like that. So yeah, Bleach Soul Saga. They do give you updates of certain things that are in the game when they add them, but like, I don't know. I just hope they do a thing where it's like, okay, here's information on the game. Like, you know, I hope they give us information on the game instead of having us have to leaving us to put everything together on our own, because that doesn't make for the best experience. Blotch tried to do that. It worked for a while, but eventually they died out, obviously, because people got tired of the devs BS. Like, them doing all this thing with Visored and making it like so impossible to get Vasto. Like, it just took so long on the Hollow route compared to being a Soul Reaper. Like, Shikai and Bankai they were so slight to get, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say so slight, but in comparison to what Hollows have to go through, it's so vastly different. It's crazy. The progression is so different, and it didn't feel too rewarding, you know. But then they were like, yeah, you know, they made it damn near impossible to get Vasto Lorde unless you had an empty server and a lot of time on your hands. But then they talked about how there was Visored and you had to find an orb, and no one knew if it was true or not because they just didn't ever give you enough information. It was a bad time overall. But I'm not gonna speak too much about Blotch. Blotch had good devs but terrible admins, let's put it that way. They knew they were good at making a game, but they were bad at running a game or running a community or being an owner, for that matter. I would hire them if I was the owner of a dev team. All I'm saying is I would hire them to dev for me, maybe as an animator or a builder or a scripter or whatever. But if I ran the Discord, I would never hire them as an admin or community manager or any lore maker or anything of the such at all. Ever. Never in my life. They were terrible at that, and I will stand by that opinion. Again, you could bash me for not being someone relevant and having an opinion, but you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm just another player, bro. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know, maybe some of you agree with my opinion, maybe some of you disagree and you're gonna try and bash me in the comments. Go ahead, dude. I'm not trying to offend anyone, right? I'm just doing this from a critic standpoint, I guess. So love it, hate it, it is what it is. Oh my god, that looks, what's up on my mount? Alright, whatever, bro. Anyways, that's it for this. I'm out. It's been 17 minutes. Peace out, y'all. I'm gone.